Hi, my name is Pascal, and I know your time is precious, so if you want to skip straight to my favorite solution about royalty music, you can skip straight to that time. On the other hand, if you are serious about royalty-free music and you have few minutes, I think it's worth you listen the whole video. After all, since all the time I make video online, I have a lot of experience with royalty-free music. I personally tested most of the best-known music services, and I'll be able to give you what I've learned about it in the last 7 years in just a few minutes. I'll be able to help you at any level you are, so if you're just starting out and you don't have any money to invest into that kind of services because your video doesn't bring you any money yet, up to if you really have a good budget and you want to make video on YouTube or any online platform, you want to do wedding, advertising, publicity, television, or just whatever. I will keep the best solution in my opinion for the end, and I will present you all of the services that I have tested in the order I tested them in the last 7 years, and I will give you the best and the worst for each of them. I also want to mention that this video is not sponsored. I paid myself my subscription to all of those services, and there is no company that pay me to make that video. However, some links you will find in the description may be affiliate links. This means that I can be financially rewarded if you subscribe to one of the services after you click on it. But you should know that I will never suggest you a product that I do not believe in, nor that I wouldn't use myself. I sleep very well at night, and I definitely don't want this to change. You can also look in the description or just right here on the timeline. I have chaptered this video, so if I ever speak about a service that you just don't want to know because you're not interested, you can quickly skip to the next chapter. So let's start with the first royalty-free music service that I ever use, the YouTube Audio Library. This service has two strong points. The music is free and really easy to find and download. If you make video on YouTube, this is the only service that YouTube fully vouch, that fully warranty you that you will never have any copyright issue with music. With any other music that is not on the YouTube Audio Library, if there is a copyright issue with the music, it will be your job to prove your rights. You can classify the music by gender or mood. Be careful, on the other hand, some tracks may have some restrictions. If you see a little CC beside the song, this means that there is a special license with the music track. For most of them, is just to give credit to the author. For example, with this one, I will have to copy the text from that box to the description of the video on YouTube. All the tracks you will find on the YouTube Audio Library will let you monetize your video without any problem. If you don't want to give attribution, be sure to turn on the attribution not required filter. You can find this service directly on the left column of the YouTube Studio or with the link in the description. The library also let you search for sound effect. So, well, that's all the good for the services, but you may find the first music for your YouTube video here, but you will soon realize that, well, the music is not high quality. But hey, we can't really complain. It's free. Let's see what we can find if I pick something randomly. But still, if you search kind well, you will eventually find something that sounds quite good. I have few examples that we can listen very quickly that I have used in the past in my first videos. If you're just looking for a simple background to put a little catchy side to your video when you speak, well, that's perfect. But if you're looking for original music, high quality music to accompany your video, well, you will soon realize that you will have gone all around what's available pretty quickly. In terms of music quality, I can give it a big 1 out of 10. And if we search very deeply to find the best music out there, well, it can go up to 3 out of 10. So in summary, for the YouTube Music Library, the positive point are that it's free, you can easily find music, and you will never have trouble with copyright issue about this music on YouTube. But just be careful that if you have an attribution to give to the artist, do it. The only real negative point is that the music quality is not there. And now, let's move to the next music service. If you still don't have any money to invest into music, but you want better quality, there is SoundCloud. But be careful! Not everything you will find on SoundCloud is royalty-free. In fact, most of what is on SoundCloud is not. So be really careful, and I'm warning you in advance. The search for the song you want will be long and tedious. You can do a keyword search in the search bar. Let's go for example with chill. And I will click on track, then to listen to, and I will change that filter to use commercially. Speaking of commercial purpose, if you put your video on YouTube and you make 1 cent of profit out of it, yes, it's commercial purpose. We'll come back on this later. So technically everything in there can be used into your video. But again, be careful, I do not fully trust this filter. If by example you hear a YouTube remixed music, personally I wouldn't take the chance to use it. And I don't feel comfortable to just use that music in my video, because if I run into a copyright issue later, I have absolutely nothing that prove me that I can use that music. So if, for example, we take this Lakey-inspired track, I will go to the artist and I will send him a message to ask him personally if he gives me the permission to use his music in my video in exchange of a mention to his SoundCloud page in the description. If he doesn't answer me, I will never use its track. And if he does, I will carefully keep his answers as proof and use his music without forgetting to give him credit in the description. With SoundCloud, for some tracks, you can directly download it for free. In other cases, you can buy it on another platform for around $2, or even sometimes the amount of your choice. I think that if you use an artist's music in your video, you can at least give him $2. In other cases, you may not have any button to download it. So like I told you, finding music on SoundCloud is free or almost free, but the search will be long and you will have to invest a lot of time to find the song that you like, that the artist gives you its permission to use it, and that you can download. In terms of music quality, I would qualify some of those you can find as unlistenable. And if you take the time to search very well, you can find a real masterpiece. So in terms of quality, it goes from 0 out of 10. And if you take the time to search, you can find some 10 out of 10. It can be really frustrating to find something good, but it will be free, or almost. And we are now moving to the paid services. And I think it's really worth that you invest a bit of money into paid services if making video is your livelihood or you just make money out of it. It will save you a lot of time and will give you the opportunity to access real quality music. The first paid services that I want to present to you is Epidemic Sound. This one is very affordable. As of the recording date of this video, we are speaking of $15 a month or $144 a year, which come to $12 a month. The music library is well diversified and there is something for everyone. The site is very well done. There is the recommendation section, depending on what you have recently used, and the team's suggestions on the new songs that are added regularly to the platform. There is really endless kind of music. You will also end up finding artists that you like and have their own style. Or I also love the similar music option if you need more than one track for the same project but want to build something cohesive. Moreover, each track is separate into 4 layers. That gives you the opportunity to remove an instrument that bothers you while you're editing. If you want, for example, to remove the voice or lower the volume of the saxophone, which stills the show a little more at the wrong time, it's possible. And it's the only music service that I know that would allow you to do that. You can listen their music for free by following my link in the description if you want to get an idea of what's available. It's also the only music service that I know that own everything on its platform. The other services that I will present you later on this video are kind of agencies that are going to sign contract with artists and record companies to redistribute rights. But for Epidemic Sound, they have their own team of artists that create all the songs in their catalog. The advantage about this is that you will never have to argue with an agencies that you don't know that claim rights on your video, and you will have to say, hey, no, I have bought this right from a third-party company and I have right about this. So yeah, that will let you avoid that kind of situation. Because if there is something that will claim right, it will be Epidemic Sound. So you will just have to say, hey, I paid you for this. Okay, now that I've told you everything that is good about this platform, let's move to the negative side. I have used Epidemic Sound for over a year, and I would probably never have moved from them if I only had one YouTube channel. The personal license, which is $15 a month or $144 a year, only allow you to post videos with their music on one YouTube account and one Facebook account and one Instagram account and one Twitch account and one podcast. I will speak only for YouTube because this is the platform on which I publish my videos. But on YouTube, there is a system that automatically checks if there is a music that belongs to someone in every video you upload. When the system finds a song in your video that belongs to someone, generally, your video will remain online. But all the profit made with the advertising will go straight to the owner of the music, and you won't do a single penny. For this to happen, the music must have been registered to YouTube. And in the case of Epidemic Sound, the way it works is that all their music library is registered with YouTube. But with Epidemic Sound, when you pay for your subscription, they will whitelist your YouTube channel. This is a very great principle because of all the time that I've been with them, I never ever had a single problem with copyright claims. My video with their music had always bring me money and never had a single problem, except recently, one of the video I posted long ago got a copyright claim. But I emailed them and the problem was solved under 24 hours. The way the license works is simple. Everything you upload on any online platform while your subscription is active can remain online and bring you money forever. For example, all the videos I put online while I was with them are still online today, and I keep doing money out of it even if I'm not paying a single penny to Epidemic Sound since almost 2 years. However, if I want to upload a new video with the music I already use in a previous video, well, I will have to pay 1 month again to put that video online. For example, if just right now I want to play an extract of the video I made long ago with their music that I paid to put online, but I want to upload that video today, and even if it's just 10 seconds with their music, well, technically, I need to pay them $15 to play that extract in this video because actually I'm not paying them. And I will upload a video today with their music. Another downside with this license is that the only thing you can do is to upload your video with their music on online platforms such as YouTube. In other words, you can't sell your video with their music to a customer. If you want to do that, you will have to switch from the personal license to the commercial license, which is, in my opinion, too expensive for what it is. As of the recording date of this video, it's $49 a month or $299 a year. Well, I said it's too expensive. Actually, for what I do, it's too expensive, but maybe for what you do, that's fine. But to give you an example of what could happen if you don't have the right license, recently I had a government agencies that emailed me because they want to purchase right from my video to redistribute it to their employee privately inside their own network. Fortunately, the music from that video was not from Epidemic Sound. And because of that, I had a license that gave me all the rights to do what I want with that music. If I had used the music from Epidemic Sound, I would have to give extra money to Epidemic Sound to sell my video to my client. The other negative side is that you need a license for each of your YouTube channel. In my case, while I was an Epidemic Sound customer, I had 3 channels and I was making about $20 a month out of YouTube. So it was frustrating for me to pay for a service to use music on my video, but only be able to use it on one of my channels. About the music quality, there is very good content, but in my opinion, you still have to look a lot to find what you need. The sound quality is good, but it's not exceptional either. What I mean by that is that you will find the perfect music that will match your video, that's for sure. But you won't find any music that you will want to add to your playlist and listen daily, or at least very few. Let's say that in terms of music quality, it will vary from 3 out of 10 to 7 out of 10. But in summary, Epidemic Sound is a great music service to start making video online because at $15 a month, it's really affordable. But you have to make sure that you will never want to sell your video to someone for external use, and keep in mind that your license covers only 1 account per platform. And now, let's move on to the next platform, MusicBed. What I love about MusicBed is their music. Really, when you walk through their catalog, which is really well done by the way, it's super easy to find great music. They definitely have one of the best built catalog of all services. You can classify music by genre, by mood, by attributes, and even by instrument. And not only you can search by category, but you can also find what you don't want. So for example, you can look for something as specific as ambient music, folk, chill, but without harmonica and harp and no natural sound. You can also filter for tracks with or without lyrics, and you can even go to the advanced search to choose the number of beats per minute, the length of the track, the type of vocals, and even find a track that has build and goes through highs and lows, or just stay very stable. And they must have a really high selection criteria because everything you will find in their catalog is just very good. Again, I invite you to take a look at their music catalog with my link in the description, and you will see how all of their music is really good. Let's say that the music quality from their services varies from 7 out of 10 to 11 out of 10. Yes, it's at this point. But the big negative side in my opinion about MusicBed is their license price and limitation. Their music is good, but their license comes to a price and some restriction. However, that has changed a lot since I used them in 2019. Back then, the price of the license was varying a lot depending on how much subscriber you had. But of what I can see today, it has upgraded. Their actual license is very similar to the one you can find on Epidemic Sound. It's good for only 1 account per platform. That is to say that you can use their music on all of your video on 1 YouTube account, 1 Facebook account, Twitch, Instagram, or whatever, any other services, but none of your account must have more than 50,000 subscribers. So from 50,001 subscriber, you have to move to the business license. The personal license, as of the recording date of this video, is $20 a month or $160 a year. Again, this license is limited to 1 account, so if you have 2 or 3 YouTube accounts, you will need 2 or 3 license. And with a personal license, you can't sell your video to a client. If you want to do so, you will need the business license, which is $100 a month or $1,080 a year. The business license, however, also covers you for multiple YouTube accounts if needed. And just like Epidemic Sound, everything you upload online while your subscription is active is good forever. But as soon as you want to re-upload something, you have to pay for a new month. Another thing that I don't like about their catalog is that some tracks get filtered on YouTube. So sometime when you upload a video on YouTube, you get a copyright claim, but it automatically disappears in the next few minutes and sometimes hours. So if you don't want to get in a situation that you post your video public on YouTube and at its very best moment it gets demonetized because there is a copyright claim, well, what you have to do is before you put it public, you put it on unlisted mode so the system can find the music into your video. It will get a copyright claim, you will have to wait a few minutes and sometimes hours, and then the copyright claim will get clear, and then you will be fine to publish your video publicly without any problem. So in short, MusicBed have some really good music, but make sure you take the right license and it will cost you more than other services. Good music comes to a price. The next services is probably the one that I have the worst experience with. It's Audiio. It's not that the product is bad. Well, it's not great neither, but it's not bad. It's just that I feel manipulated with my purchase. I was one of their first customers. I bought what was a very special offer only offered to their very first member that subscribe into the first 2 months of their launch. I subscribed in their very first month by a time that there was not much music on their services and they wasn't able to answer my email before some weeks. The one-time offer was a $200 lifetime subscription as a thank you for being their first customers. And starting from the third month, the lifetime subscription has to be withdrawn and passed to a subscription service at $200 a year. But the offer got extended few times and was even available at the last Black Friday that was 10 months after their launch. And still as of today, you can purchase the lifetime subscription, and we are now 15 months later at $300. So I felt betrayed in my purchase because I was feeling pushed to make the purchase because it was a limited time offer and it was really great, and in fact that was just a lie. Well, I never swallowed that one. I took the risk to give them $200 despite the fact that there wasn't really anything great in their library by that time, by telling myself that, well, that's fine, one day I will profit out of it. But still, as of today, I would not buy this license because there is so much better on the market. Otherwise, the music that is offered is good, but nothing more. The company is based in Nashville, Tennessee, and I think that the music style offered is mostly from American artists. In my opinion, there is a lack of variety and globalization. Their big strong point is their license. Basically, you can do almost anything you want with their music, unless it goes to television or a big movie service like Netflix. On the other hand, not every of their music is free from copyright claim on YouTube. You need to be careful to select the song with the $sign to be fine. But even if I'm always careful to select the music that is supposed to be already pre-authorized for YouTube, I end up with dozens and dozens of copyright claims on my channel. Yes, it has always ended up to be clear, but it's always a frustrating process to have to claim your right on a song that you have purchased to use on your video, while your monetization is on hold or even sometime on pause. So the product is not bad, but it's far to be great, and I can't recommend them just because of that lack of confidence I have in them. And anyway, the next service that I'm going to present you, make sure that there is absolutely no good reason to go with Audiio. We are now arriving at my favorite service of all. This is the service that I am using just right now for almost a year, and by far my favorite music services. Not only because the music is excellent, but also because the license is mind-blowing. This service is called Artlist. The music is simply very, very, very good. all the tracks that you will listen to sounds really great. You just have to find what suits your video the best. I'm not saying that you're going to like everything you will listen to, but if you're open-minded, because you can find all kinds of musics, every tracks are really good. Like MusicBed, they have really strong selection criteria. Their music catalog quality is, again, between 7 out of 10 to 11 out of 10. Again, you can classify the music by style and mood. You can even select several styles at the same time and even exclude some. You can even choose the instrument you will hear. And if you're not sure about what you're looking for, you can even indicate what type of video you're making. The algorithm will suggest you the music depending on whether you're making a video about technology, food, education, documentary, sports, travel, science, or whatever you really want. And again, you can select what you want to have and also what you don't want to have. So if you're looking for something funny, educational, cinematic with piano but no bell, there you have the music that match your criteria. Well, maybe that's not the music style you're looking for at the moment, but if you want to give it a look, see my link in the description and you'll be able to visit all of their catalog and listen all the music for free, even before you sign up. The catalog is huge and they had new music every day. But even better about the service is the licensing. It's not complicated. As the recording date of this video, you have two choices. The first one is $100.99 for a year, and no, you can go monthly. The only option is annual. But wait, you will soon see that it's very well invested. So $199 for a year to download all the music you want, or $299 for a year to download all the music you want, plus sound effects. If you're not sure about the sound effects today, you can still buy it later on a pro rata basis. So it's $100 more to get the sound effects, and if you want to buy it 6 months later, well, you can buy it for $50. But hey, I didn't yet tell what is really awesome about the license. Anything you download from the platform during your subscription comes with a license that gives you the right to do pretty much what you want with it in any kind of project for your lifetime. So for example, if you're a member of that service for 1 year, everything that you have downloaded, you can do what you want with it forever. So if by example, at the end of the year, if you decide you don't want to resubscribe, anything you have downloaded from them, you can continue to use it in any project you want forever. You can use their music in as many YouTube accounts as you want on Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, any video online platform. You can use it for a customer, you can use it for a wedding, you can use it for any type of project. You can use it to play it publicly, you can use it to make advertising on TV, you can use it just like whatever you want. If you have a client that hires you for a project, you can use their music in its project. If the guy pays you to make a video, you can use this music in its video. Basically, it's now a part of your toolbox. You're not allowed to give the music to someone. But if someone pays you to do something, you're allowed to use the music in their project. If you work on a wedding, if you work on a real estate project, if you work on anything, it's included. Basically, you just buy one license and you don't worry. You can just do whatever you want with it. Earlier, I told you that there is a government agency that emailed me to purchase the right of one of the video I already uploaded on YouTube to use it into their own private network to their employee. Well, I was so happy that the music I used in that video was coming from Artlist. Because of that license, that gave me the opportunity to simply said to my client, yes, I'm going to sell you the right of my video for this amount of money. If the music I had used in that video had come from Epidemic Sound or MusicBed, I would had to pay additional fees to one of those services to sell my video to my client, or just redo some editing on the video. But because I was with Artlist, it was already ready to sell. No need to change anything or just some edits with the license. If you want to read the license before you buy it, it's only on 5 pages and it's really well clear. You don't need to be a lawyer to understand it. It's really simple and it's clear. I like it. I will read you the best paragraph. The license includes the right to present and or play in public and or distribute the work being integrated or synchronized as part of the project in all existing means of media, inclusive as smartphone, tablets, personal computers, in various internet sites, in social networks and online stores such as iTunes, in video sharing sites such as Vimeo, YouTube, and so on television, and in any other known means, and inclusive of physical by CDs or any other storage device. You can do whatever you want. The only thing you can't do is to use the music you find on Artlist on unreasonable purpose. Purpose that could damage the image of the artist that create the music and or Artlist by doing some kind of video like pornography or propaganda video that encourage hate, violence, or any other subject that would make you stone in public anyway. You can download as much music as you want, but there is a limit of 40 tracks a day to prevent abuse. But still, at the end of the day, if you really need a lot of music and you want to log in every day and download 40 tracks a day, at the end of the year you will have 14,600 songs. The music can be downloaded in MP3 and WAV, and they sound really great. And as of today, I have uploaded hundreds of videos with their song and never I had a trouble with copyright issues. Any track you will download on Artlist is completely free to be used on YouTube without any trouble with monetization. Finally, if you want to subscribe to Artlist, you can use my link in the description. This will give you 2 free months on your first year of subscription. So basically 14 months for the price of 12. And know that if you do like me and you tell your friend about Artlist, well, you will be rewarded too. For the first 3 friends you refer, you will get 2 months free for each. From the 4th friend, you will get 4 months free. From the 6th one, you will get 1 year for free. And from the 10th one, you will get a free lifetime subscription. Now, about the negative side, it's very minimal. The only thing I don't like is that when I want to download a track, I have to add it to my cart, and at the end I hit proceed and I receive all the songs on email. In fact, I receive links to download the songs and the license. But at the end, it's not so bad. It makes that if I want to re-download it, it's easy to find in my email, and it's also a kind of proof of purchase. But yes, that could have been great if I could download the music directly from the website. Otherwise, for the rest, in my opinion, everything is just perfect. The music is excellent, the catalog is huge and fun to navigate. Their customer service is excellent. In fact, I think I only had to email them before I became a member. The answer was quick and professional and friendly. But I think about that, it's a great thing that I didn't have to email them since I'm a member. This means I didn't run into any problem. So that was my opinion about Artlist. This is the best service you can subscribe today. I know if you're starting a business and you don't have a lot of money, the $15 month subscription from Epidemic Sound can be a lot appealing. But keep in mind that with the $200 subscription from Artlist, you will be free to do whatever you want with the music in case you have to do something special with it in the future. And even if you don't renew your subscription, you're free to do what you want to do with the music you have already used. Forever. If you realize after a year that you always use the same 10 tracks, well, you don't need to renew. You have downloaded. You have the right to do what you want with it forever. So there you have it. I hope this video will have helped you to find the right service of music that fits your taste and your budget for your next productions. I have presented you all the services I have used up of today. Remember that you can use my link in the description to visit the service that I have told you in this video. Some of them can give you bonus and some of them can also reward me as well. So this is it. Thank you for watching. I hope it helps. If yes, please make a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you can find me back easily next time you need help. Now, if you have any question, please ask in the comment below. I read absolutely everything and I'll maybe even make a video just for you. Finally, that video was free, so yes, I accept donation. Thank you very much in advance. Take care, and I hope to see you again, maybe on my main channel. See ya!